Hi, this is Amy with Momma-Builds. Come build with me. So today I wanted to make in my Bikini Bottom world a jewelry store. And when you go on Google Images, there are two jewelry stores in Bikini Bottom. And one of them is just a regular, I don't know, just like a square kind of a building with some interesting awnings, and it says jewelry store, and I plan on making that one. But then I found this secondary image, and I think it's of a newer version of the jewelry store with a clamshell, um, or oyster shell, but it looks more like a clamshell with a big pearl on the inside, and the inside of the pearl is the jewelry store. So as you can see here, I kind of have my basic floor plan already planned out. I'm going to show you exactly what I did, and then we're going to build up and make our store. So as you can see, I started by putting in my doors and this kind of pearl color. I think it's the white terracotta. So the white terracotta around these pink doors, because this is like, I don't know, it's the closest to a pearl color in Minecraft that I could find. So once I decided where I wanted my store to be, I put in the doors and I built up the wall 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side and up one. Then I came back and I took my pink concrete and I put 3 blocks on either side, leaving a space by the doors. And then I went 3 diagonal. So we're going to do 3 straight off the doors on both sides, 3 diagonal on both sides. Then I went out one more and did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the straightaway. And then I started coming in on the diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. I placed a 5th block and did 2 straight right here, right? Filled in the second layer to meet up with my other side, and then came out one more line of blocks, but I came out one to be kind of that clamshell hinge. So where the two clamshells meet and hinge, right? And they're going to come up and around the pearl. So I've never made a building like this before, so I kind of wanted to get my floor plan figured out first and then show you guys exactly what I did, and then we'll build the rest together. So of course, after I got the shape of the clam that I was hoping for, kind of the size I was going for, I then filled in the bottom with my cherry planks. I used cherry doors to kind of stick with that pale pink look. And let's go ahead, pull up our white terracotta and finish. So in my mind and in the Google picture, this part of the clam, this pink outer part, is kind of like a little lip hanging out. So all of my inner clam pearl is going to be on the inside of this shell. So let's go ahead and just do a little perimeter. I'm going to go up to of our white terracotta, and then we can decide how tall we want to make it before we start coming in and rounding it around our door. Then once we do that, we'll wrap our pink shell around that to come up over the pearl. So your guess is going to be as good as mine as how this is going to turn out. So here we go. I'm going to go and do a 3rd layer, and then I really don't want it to be too big. I think that's going to not look right. So I want to make sure that I only go straight up for so long before I start coming in and curling in on the top to make that rounded look. I'm going to do one more level. Hopefully that won't be too much. But I like to have plenty of space for people to be able to walk around and not feel like the ceiling is just like right there, right in your way. So hopefully this will be ample. All right. So, sorry, I'm having a little bit of a cold issue still. So now I want to bring my pearl up and in to round it off and make it look like it's a rounded pearl. So to do that, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to go up and in on a perimeter layer around my existing walls. So as always, guys, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Also, we're going to do that again. We're going to come up and in one and go around the perimeter. Subscribing is really important. So I have a goal of being at 150 subscribers by the end of March. So I would really appreciate it if you would help me uh, make that goal. Also, in the comments, let me know what you're liking and what you'd like to see more of from me. I would love to do videos that you want to see, so let me know what you'd like to see from me. Alright, we're going to come up one more. It's going to be interesting to see how the top of this inner pearl is going to come together. Normally, when I do rounded buildings like this, they're often symmetrical, the same, so it's going to be weird that this guy is different on this end versus this end. So I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but hopefully he'll look decently rounded enough. Alright, let's take a look. It does look rounded. I like that. Here's the bottom lip of the shell coming out, so I like that. Now, the shell itself starts wrapping around. It comes up and it wraps around the pearl and goes over the top, exposing some of the side here and the front. So now we have to make some critical decisions about how we want that to look. I might actually shave off this top piece because I know my clamshell is going to be coming over that. And I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do the roof yet, so I think I'm going to take my pink glass and I'm going to just make a skylight roof right here, right now, while it's easy to get to. And it might be something that I do away with later and change up, but we're going to start it off like that. So this is, like I said, this is the hinge, and the clamshell comes up and over in the back. So I'm going to just bring up my clamshell side here. Let me refer back to my Google picture. Yeah, it comes at a really sharp angle on the side, so definitely I think I'm going to come down even more to try to get more of that angle that I see in the picture. Alright, so now I'm going to go down one block each column here that I'm making, just like I did on the other side. Let's make sure that those are matching up. Looks like they are. I'm going to go in one here. Just going to go straight up. So that does go there. Okay. So let's turn it to day. I really don't like the way this hinge is working out. I think let's try something real quick. I'm going to see exactly where this meets. Does this won't go over. Alright, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and come up one. Like so. Then I'm going to wrap my clamshell around the side, but this isn't how it's going to stay. I'm going to add more to the top. I'm just going to make it easier for me to place in the future by meeting up my pink shell with the pearl. So you see how I'm doing that? Alright, now we're going to build up from that. So I left a corner one empty. That's going to make a nice little opening there. So I'm going to go like so. So he's empty there, empty there. We're going to start right there. Go across the top. Just want to make sure I'm meeting it up. So it's going to be the same, and then we'll start cutting back one block each row. Let me see if that looks the same. I think that looks about the same. I think we're doing pretty good. Okay. Now I'm going to wrap this around. I'm going to bring it forward one on each side. Alright, so here's the bottom part of the clamshell. Here is the pearl, right, that's coming out of the clamshell. And then here is the top of the clamshell sitting over top of the pearl. I was able to do a skylight up here, which I really like. And then here is my clamshell connection or hinge back here. If you can see that. I think I like that. Alright. I like how that looks. I think that's going to work. I'm going to look really quick just to see what this would look like if I went out like this. I don't like that more, so we'll probably just get rid of it. Alright guys, so there we go. Our pearl and our clamshell wrapped around it. The one thing I might do is do something like this, because there's this like lip. If you look at the picture of the clamshell, there is this lip that sticks out. And I think that that kind of embodies it. I think I'm going to do that on both sides. How did I do that? Stuck it out one just right off there. Okay. And I just wrapped it right around. And it just helps bring that clamshell look. Really like it. So there you go. We got a giant clam holding a pearl, and the pearl is the jewelry store. So let's go ahead and make a little walkway here for our jewelry store. It's so cute. Okay. I'm going to add some light. There's not a lot of places to do some windows, but I do think I would like to do a couple. So let's see what those look like on the outside. I think that's all I'm going to do though. That's going to be it. So I'm going to make a jewelry counter back here. I want to make a couple of areas. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then I come off to 1, 2, 3, and I come off 2, so that's symmetrical. We're going to put our pink glass, and our jewelry will be in the glass cases, obviously. 2, 3. So we'll do some glass cases right there. So in my mind, I'm thinking these are the tables with the glass cases around the jewelry, right? So that's kind of the mindset there. Let's have a couple of places to sit maybe, and let's do some jewelry cases here. We're gonna need a little gate. I always do that. So this is where we're gonna have some jewelry cases back here. It's like the really expensive fancy stuff. There we go. We're gonna need a cash register for sure. We'll put that right there. We're gonna need maybe some places to sit, like I said. Let's do white for fancy sitting. Fancy white, like benches over here. I'm gonna use my cherry trapdoor. I might use the trapdoor just to give this a little detail. Make it look a little more interesting. Anything else I can do? I like the skylight, that's helping bring in additional light. I like my little jewelry cases. Maybe I could do some rugs. We'll do white. Do some pink tulips. And some storage. So I'm going to put some storage right here. So there we go. We've got some like lock barrel storage here. Some additional cases for jewelry. I like that a lot. Give it a little something. There's not going to be a lot of room to walk if I did a couple, but I kind of want to put some stuff there. I mean, I could just do the chest that I brought out, but I can't put flowers on them, but I can put flowers on these to just give a little more detail, a little more something to look at. For my final touch, I might put up a few paintings. I don't think a lot of the paintings are really going to go with the color scheme we've got going on. You could use candles. You could really do a number of things, but I'm going to stick with just some paintings, and I think we're going to call this good and do some stuff to the outside. So I want to do a painting here. I like that kind of has some pink to it. So yeah, perfect. I like that. And then I'm going to do where's the two villager guys? Let's see what they look like next to the, I don't know, I call this the Minecraft angel painting. I don't really know what it is, to be honest. But come on, villager dudes, let's do this. Where are you? Oh, my heavens. Oh! That's typical. Either that or this one. So let's look what the villager dudes look like. Come on, villager dudes. I kind of like them. I kind of want them. I like the color of their skin with the terracotta. It goes nice. So there you go, you guys. So this is the inside of my Bikini Bottom jewelry store. We've got some art. We've got glass cases, some places to sit. We got the area where the workers come back here, can assist you with your jewelry. That's the register to pay. So there you go. I'm liking it. I think it turned out pretty good on the inside. Let's go out and finish the outside. I really feel like the outside definitely needs some shrubs, some flowers, dress it up a little bit, make it a little fancy. I might even do some cherry trees. I think maybe that might be fun. So let me do, you know what? I think I'm going to go like that. Let's do glass block and these are going to be our planter boxes. There we go. It's making it look kind of fancy. I'm going to do 2 cherry trees on the side and 1, 2, 3. Get my bone meal out. I don't know, I like the ambiance of the cherry trees around my little clam. Oh, that's so cute. I really like it a lot. I'm gonna go back down and get those pink tulips again. And I'm way past them. What am I doing? Just gonna put some pink tulips in the front here. I think that is going to be perfect. So let's go around. So we've got our pearl coming out of the pink clamshell. I really like how that turned out. I think that's pretty darn cute. I think I'm going to take this little guy off right here. I think that looks a little better. There we go. Makes him a little more rounded. I like that. So here is my clamshell with the pearl coming out, and that's where the doors are for my jewelry store. So you guys, how exciting is this? I hope that you've enjoyed making the pearl and clamshell jewelry store of Bikini Bottom as much as I have. I've really enjoyed how it turned out. I think it was more simple than I thought it was going to be. It was easier. I was a little worried about how it was going to turn out, how hard it was going to be, but it seemed like it turned out well. I really like it. So like I said earlier, like and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see. Come on back for more. And as always, guys, keep building.